For those of you who don't know, HeartSupport was founded by the lead singer of August Burns Red, Jake Lors, and they just dropped a new single. And so we obviously have to listen to it because he's my boss and my buddy and the raddest dude ever with the kindest heart and the sickest scream. And they're about to go on tour with A Day to Remember. We just love AVR. They're all so wonderful. JB, Jake, Matt, Brent, Dustin, all of them, and their sweet souls. I love these hardcore dudes with hardcore good hearts.
Do you think we're going to be here for a react and not react with you?
Which I recently watched a show with Vince Vaughn where he like digs up a grave. So that's what I'm thinking about. I love Vince Vaughn so much.
Give us the first moment that you ever loved Vince Vaughn.
Wedding Crashers. The scene where the kid who is like goth paints a picture of Vince Vaughn and comes into his room in the middle of the night.
Made you a painting. What? I call the painting Celebration. It's sexual and violent.
Dude, he's the weirdest character.
You guys, my friend dated a guy that looked and was that man.
That looked and was?
It was like if that guy and Peter Pettigrew from Harry Potter had a baby. It's my friend.
Man. And on that note,
there actually was a hand in the Vince Vaughn. He had to dig up the grave to get the hand so he could unlock the iPhone.
Oh, gosh, man.
Okay. All right. So instrumentally good already. Okay. I mean, first of all, we just have to take a moment for the instrumental of it all. Like, I'm sorry, but ABR is just really doing something different. Like, they're coming in. Jake, I love you. Should I call you more? Like, are you okay? Do you want to talk? We can have a call. Because this is sounding angry and good. Wow. What do we think this is about? Okay. I'm not the one who made you the victim. You said you did that on your own. Feels like trademark of an abusive relationship. Of like, you told me this is the best I can get. You told me that I had to learn to lean on a crutch of splinters.
I think that one of the things that like speaking to a victim, right? It's like one of the things that victims need is perspective, because their own perspective has been surrendered bit by bit by bit, or stolen bit by bit by bit, or eroded bit by bit, where they don't have it within themselves, which is why community is so important. And when you express it to other people, they don't have that erosion, that diminishment. They're able to see things more clearly. And that offers you the ability to see what you're in. And so that's why our community is so valuable, right? Is that you get the opportunity if you don't have community. Because a lot of times victims, don't have anybody to reach out to because they've lost that. That's part of the erosion. They've lost their support network. And so if you're in a situation where you're not sure whether or not things are right, whether or not you're being gaslighted, whether or not you're being abused, like all of these different, like you can comment. But also, right, on the same token, if you want to be a part of the community of people who reach back out to be a voice of light in the people's lives that need this kind of support, be a volunteer.
What?
Here comes the sauce.
The sauce.
Here comes the sauce. Okay, wait, before we get to the sauce, let's take a look back at where we've come here. Cut me loose like a convict who never committed the crime. This is interesting. I feel like this tells the story. You can clearly see that the person that is narrating this story is someone that has experienced immense pain at the hands of another. Like they are a victim. Who made you the victim? You said you did that on your own. They're a victim of someone else, but that person, usually the perpetrators of violence, will play the victim themselves. But it sounds like this person singing this song is stuck in a really bad situation. And this is kind of like them coming to terms with their victimhood, understanding that this is wrong, which is actually a really important part of coming to terms with victimhood, because it's usually really hard for victims themselves to see that they are victims until there is like some big situation that happens, a rock bottom, an outside perspective, like something, because they become so accustomed to and used to the treatment that they were receiving that it becomes normalized. It's like putting the frog in the boiling water. If you put a frog in boiling water, it'll jump out. But if you put a frog in warm water and then you slowly raise the temperature, it'll boil to death. It's the same thing. It's like they become accustomed over time to this treatment and they start to think that it's actually normal. And so this song of coming to terms with, I'm a victim of you, and you, oh gosh, this freaking line, like, you sealed my fate with nails made by my own hands. There's more than one way to murder a man. Like, you are killing me is so good. Like, it's so, it's so good. There's more than one way to murder a man. Like, you are slowly killing me over time, and you're enlisting me to help unknowingly kill myself by staying in this situation. That's the sauce. Okay, let's get the actual sauce. I feel like a breakdown's coming, baby. Let's go. Okay, you know we're gonna have a circle pit, baby. Also, anyone that's like metal music is evil. My future's brighter than my past. Ain't that the sweetest affirmation you ever heard this morning? You say that in the mirror 3 times every morning, and you tell me if you don't feel encouraged. Like,
Put that on a coffee mug.
yeah, like this shit's encouraging, baby. This is encouraging. Okay, this is incredible. The breakdown is like the switch. It's like the moment where the like veil is lifted and this individual realizes like, wait, what the this is not right. This is actually not right. And it's really, really hard often for a victim to get to that place because it requires 2 things. One, a recognition that their situation is wrong, that they should not be treated this way, and the worthiness of themselves. That often takes someone from the outside because, like I said, they become so accustomed to it, or a hitting of rock bottom, or something. And so usually, even when they realize a victim realizes that the situation is wrong, they can abate the wrongness of the situation by saying, well, like, yeah, but I'm not good either. Like, I'm not worthy either. And so it takes like a really profound moment and switch, and you feel this switch in the song. Like, you feel it of like, you made me lean on a crunch full of splinters. You told me to learn to live with it. And now I'm learning to live without you. Hasta la pizza, baby. My future's brighter than my past. The most terrifying nightmares with all within me. It's like my unworthiness, my feeling of my unworthiness was what I had to deal with to get myself, to get out of this situation. But now my demons die today. I rose from the grave so I could erase your name. Everything dies today. Like, are you serious? This is so good. And I just love this song because it shows, one, that the switch is possible, and it gives perspective, right? And what victims need is perspective, because their own perspective has been stolen from them over time and they don't have it within themselves. And so that's why, like, when you listen to this song and you start to feel like you're questioning, like, is the situation I'm in right? Is this something I should be a part of? Is this something I need to leave? You can actually gain that perspective right here in the comments. Like, if you don't have community, perfect, because we are a community that, well, not perfect. I want you to have community already, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we are here for you. We'll support you. So if you need perspective, if you need support, if you're like, I'm in a situation and I don't know if it's where I should be or not, like, I want you to share that in the comments and listen to this song and become resolved, because that is such a powerful place. That's what this song is. It feels like a resolution of, like, I was a victim and now I'm moving over you. I'm rising above you. I'm moving through. That is the power of this song, and you can do that too. And if you want to help other people find their resolve, see the different perspective, and move through victimhood to a place of power and survivorhood, we want you to do that with us. In fact, we need you to do that with us. We have hundreds of people opening up about their mental health struggles every single day, and we need you to help us support them. So click the link to become trained to be a volunteer. Spread a little light, spread a little love in the world.